Привет, я Оля, и сегодня я буду задавать вопросы своему мужчине-бразильцу, которого зовут Рафаэль.
Привет.
Скоро мы едем в Россию на 2 недели, и интересно посмотреть, что человек, иностранец, думает о русских, о нашей стране, и как его впечатления изменятся после настоящей поездки, когда он все увидит своими глазами. Мы будем говорить на английском, но для вас я сделаю субтитры. Let's start. So, what stereotypes do you have in Brazil about Russia and Russian people?
First, the Russian culture is not so strong here in Brazil. So what we know from Russians are basically from memes from the internet. So we think that the Russian people are colder than Brazilians. They laugh less than us, and they also drinks lots of vodka. I think it's not true because Olya doesn't drink and she laughs a lot, and I don't know.
So you don't know what to think and what is a real Russian person.
Exactly, because I had some ideas in my mind about what a Russian person is, but you are completely opposite what I had in my mind.
So we're about to find out.
Yeah, I think so, in a couple of months.
Yeah. You said that Russian culture is not super strong in Brazil. It's true. We have some Russians, and specifically in some big cities like São Paulo, Florianopolis, but it's just a small drop in the whole world of Brazil. And in other small cities, we don't really have Russians, and I'm alone here, and I don't have a Russian community around. But I've been living in Brazil for 2 years already or more, and I feel here like home. So, talking about culture, would you say that Russians and Brazilians are somehow alike, or do we have some strong differences? Or
Well, I think that Brazilians and Russians are very different when it comes to first interactions. Russians will not smile at you for no reason. Brazilians will. When they start to meet new people, they will try to be as friendly as possible. I mean, the Brazilians. Russians, it's a little bit different and more complicated because you really need to gain their trust, you know? At the same time, if you really connect to a Russian, it will be a friendship, it will be a relationship that will last longer than Brazilians. In my opinion, Brazilians' relationships are more superficial. Yes. We make friends very easily, very fast, but at the same time, that friendship can last just one day and then you will never talk to that person again, you know?
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about because first I came to Brazil to dance, so I met lots of people and made a lot of friends here. I would never call them like this, but of course I didn't expect that type of communication, and I felt that it was super hard to get through this wall. We as Russians, we do have such wall, but it's obvious. We don't really try to seem friendly.
Yeah.
You know, it's obvious when you are becoming friends, you know?
Yeah, the standard Slavic face.
No, it's not true. But
I like you.
But with Brazilians, you never know when a person likes you or not because they like everyone. They try to be nice to everyone, but it doesn't mean that you are really becoming friends and you will be friends forever.
Yeah, we are friendly, but we take longer to make connections, maybe. I don't know. Because we will never misrespect or disrespect, actually. We'll never treat someone in a bad way, you know? We will even be helpful, but it will be in that moment. We usually call this, here in Brazil, amizade de balada. Because balada means party friendship. It's something that you meet someone in a party, you get drunk together, you like have fun, it will feel like you have a new best friend, but then the other day when everybody is sober up and nobody will care anymore, you know.
Well, probably it happens in Russia too, but
Here I think it's more common.
Yeah, the biggest difficulty for me was exactly this deceptive behavior when you think that you're friends with a person, but then it appears that you're not.
Can I make a question?
Yes.
From all the people that you met when you started to live here in Brazil 2 years ago, how many people you still communicate?
One, two people. You?
Yeah, so my point is, you can like get into a friendship, but it's not a strong friendship. It will not last.
And how do you feel about that?
Well, I'm Brazilian. I'm used to that. I don't expect people to stick around for a long time.
For me, it sounds sad. Let's go closer to our trip that we're having already in September. How do you feel about going that far to another country? Have you ever been to trips like this?
Well, the first place that I have been in my life was US some years ago. US and Brazil, culturally speaking, they're very close and similar, so it was not like a shock, just the language that was different for me. Yeah, Russian will be really something else. It's not only about different language, it's completely different culture, different roots. Like they used to be communist country some years ago. They have lots of this influence in their country still. So yeah, I'm really excited. I know for sure that I will experience lots of different experience. I'm really excited.
And how do you feel about meeting my family in Russia for the first time?
Oh my gosh, it's always hard.
Why?
Well, usually it's hard to meet parents in your country. Meeting parents in other country, I don't have experience yet, but I'm 100% sure that's going to be a challenge because I don't speak the language. I don't like wallpapers and they love it. The food is going to be different, very different, but I'm really open to try new food. I really love exotic food. Exotic for me because I'm Brazilian.
Yeah. And about food, what are you looking forward to try?
Well, first I want to try the original stroganoff. We have stroganoff here in Brazil. It's very popular dish, very popular dish here in Brazil. And I want to try the original one. And besides that, I really want to try that meat jelly, cold meat jelly. I don't know what the hell that is that. But looks very exotic to say.
Like a jellyfish.
Yeah, to say a good word, exotic. But I want to try.
It's холодец. So you're excited to try weird stuff.
Yeah, not weird stuff, different stuff. Let's be respectful to your culture.
What are you excited the most to see and to do in Russia?
Of course, I want to see the capitals, like the famous Moscow and St. Petersburg. I have read that their architecture there is awesome. I also want to see some nature there to understand how is the local vegetation, the trees, the plants, what they have. I also want to ride a bear, of course, as a regular Russian. And have vodka for breakfast, as Russian as well.
We always do this, of course.
Yes,
Talking about major cities in Russia, we are going to visit Moscow and St. Petersburg. How are you going to communicate there? What do you expect from people to know your language?
Я немного говорю по-русски. That's all the Russian that I have. Well, I will not say expect, I hope that as we're going to big cities, at least a small percentage of people will speak some English, but I also have my personal translator here.
Easy.
Yes, and everything goes wrong, I can just use a Google Translate.
What gifts are you going to bring to my family?
I'm gonna bring cachaça, of course. It's the Brazilian national drink. It's alcoholic. It's like similar to vodka, but instead of preparing with potato or rice like vodka, we prepare it from sugarcane. We have lots of different cachaças. We have sweet, really strong ones, more flavor like vodka.
Okay, alcohol. We
Yes,
got
yeah. Yeah, anyway.
Brazilian can talk forever.
Yes. Café, because we really have a good café here in Brazil. Brazilian candies like cocada, paçoca.
People have no idea what are you talking about.
Cocada is like a dessert prepared with dry coconut and condensed milk.
Okay, and wrapping up our conversation, you told that you speak a little bit of Russian, so tell me something in Russian.
Привет, меня зовут Рафаэль, я программист. Моя жена русская, я люблю мою жену.
Мою жену.
I remember another sentence in Russian.
Tell me.
Я хочу еда сейчас.
This was a pleasant conversation, and now we know what he is expecting from going to Russia. I guess next video we will make in Russia.
Пока-пока.